1v1 on Semoskiy. Friya as U.S. forces in the west base against Acebag as Overcommander West in the east base. Friya has brought infantry, armor, and airborne. Acebag has brought fortifications, scavenge, and Luftwaffe, so pretty standard stuff. Well, except for armor. We don't really see that very much. That could be fun. I actually think it's pretty good on Semoskiy, like more so than most maps. But I'm doubtful. Who knows? It could happen. Dare to dream. And I'm like 90% sure. Well, okay, 80% sure that we're gonna see fortifications, scavenge, decent contender. Luftwaffe, I'd be extremely surprised, but I've been surprised before. I guess we'll see.
Engineers are on the lines and deployable.
This opening is going to see, let's see, double riflemen into assault engineers, okay, and double Volksgrenadiers from Friya. And the SWS is making its way straight up here towards the this area. Probably hoping to utilize it a little bit in the first engagement, but it's going to pull back once it sees these riflemen. And the Sturm Pioneers here are going to grab that center victory point.
Point secure. Maintains your position.
And then take a position in the church. We'll move back and thinking battle group headquarters here in this area. Pretty popular against U.S. forces. I certainly safely endorse that. As long as you can adequately defend against an early rush by assault engineers in particular, it could be dangerous, especially if he catches it setting up, although the Sturm Pioneers will easily be able to screen them for now. Especially with the U.S. player spreading himself out so much to grab this territory. Focusing pretty heavily on the north munitions and victory point here by sending his rifles instead of rear echelon troops. Rear echelons are going to fail to take the south once they encounter those Volksgrenadiers, and the assault engineers are actually going to work on setting up some kind of flank, I guess? No? Just kind of sticking around this area. Just trying to prevent aggression towards his cutoff for now while his riflemen move across the north. Not playing much of a game for the center, instead of focusing quite heavily on the north here. Probably going to make a play for the Oberkommando West fuel as soon as he gets an opportunity. Easily forces a retreat from those Volksgrenadiers there, and his rear echelon troops are now going to get forced away by these Volksgrenadiers quite easily. And I don't know. Okay, he's actually driving his truck back towards his base. Maybe he decided that he wasn't comfortable setting up there with assault engineers on the field. I'm not sure what's motivating this, but he is driving all the way back to base here, and the riflemen are going to make an attempt at the fuel point. We'll get forced away here. This engagement's pretty much lost. There they go. Does retreat. That squad will have to retreat, but the fuel will remain in Overcommander West's hands. But we do have harassment up here in the north by that squad, and the lieutenant has just hit the field. That is a 4-minute lieutenant, and the utility car is now being cooked. Utility car is a little bit late. Just a little tiny bit late. But that's what happens when you go with only riflemen and no extra rear echelon troops. You generally just don't have the manpower fielded as early as you possibly could. But that's just a sacrifice that you generally have to make if you want to have those stronger combat squads. That being said, these assault engineers have done nothing to save the field. They don't even have one kill, and probably gonna not even win against these Volksgrenadiers here. Which just goes to show that they're a little expensive for what you get as far as a combat unit. Volksgrenadiers are only 235, assault engineers are 280. But I was wrong. They actually won that. They did manage to close the gap and win that engagement. I wasn't quite sure if they would. So 3 kills there, and he does have the munitions for a demo charge, which I would definitely encourage him to plant there on the river, but what he decides to do. Utility car has hit the field, and he should be able to utilize this.
We're losing a capture point.
Hey, game, yes, 20 bomber master build is a good build. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Oh no! He wasn't paying attention and he just lost his assault engineers. That's bad. That's huge. Assault engineers are so expensive, but you really need to pay attention to them. If you lose them, you completely lose your ability to plant those demo charges, and that's basically the only thing that unit is really for. That is definitely a big loss, and his opponent is now going with flak half-track.
We're on the hook over here!
Flak
The
half-track
enemy
will
is
be hitting the
overrunning
field
one of our
soon.
capture points.
That's going to be a good counter to the M20 if he doesn't place a nice aggressive M20 mine now on the road while he has a chance. No, where's he going? He's not going to have aggressive mine placement opportunities for very long. Once that flak half-track's on the field, he's going to completely lose his ability to throw those down pretty much anywhere he wants without his opponent having vision or knowledge. Flak half-track making its way to deal with the lieutenant harassing the fuel. Meanwhile, nice harassment moving down here towards the south. We have 4 Volks Grenadiers out before the flak half-track hit the field. No commander chosen yet. Flak half-track has moved up to counter. Probably won't get any shots off here. 2 shots. They both miss.
What the hell am I meant to do with these recruits? Green as green can be. Well, grab your shit and follow me. The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
And this is blatant, like, chasing of an M20, which is like a suicidal thing to do normally. If only Friya had just thrown a mine down somewhere. Acebag is just blindly chasing an M20. Should be suicide. It should be a dead half-track 10 times over, but he just didn't place a mine, and as a result, his M20 has no ability to fight this thing, really. Shame on Acebag for chasing an M20 blindly through smoke, and shame on Friya for not planting a mine and punishing his opponent for doing that. Shame on both of you. Should both feel bad for not killing the other person's light vehicle. Volley fire going out here. Volks Grenadiers will get suppressed. Storm Pioneers moving up will easily force the squad to retreat. Pretty much just wasted munitions, although he did delay the capture of the cutoff for a little bit longer. Oh no. Black half-track in the retreat path. He actually shoots his own shoe mine there. I don't know if that was really worth it, but alright.
Our supply lines have been cut. Americans are making a push.
M20 continuing to do what it can. Gets a few kills on those Volks Grenadiers. Black half-track continuing to bully it and make it difficult for him to get the most usage out of it. Ooh, and he's actually going to get out and get inside of this house. It will screen away the flag half-track with the bazooka, but at the same time, he leaves it vulnerable to being captured by his opponent. If his Volks Grenadier squad were to go steal that M20 from him, that would be nothing short of disastrous. Meanwhile, here in the south, we have another engagement. Those riflemen will be forced to retreat. And still no tech here in the center. Probably going to go straight to tier 4. That's generally what you're seeing. He could go tier 2, though. Give himself that forward retreat point. Uh-oh. Nice hits on the rear armor. Volks Grenadier Panzer Strike shot does connect. It's brought very low, but it looks like it should get to safety. Black half-track is actually only halfway to vet 1. This engagement here in the center also going in the lieutenant's favor, but if the black half-track moves to support, they will be forced out, although a captain is making its way into the house. Unfortunately, only one window on the east side, so kind of losing the surprise factor there. Black half-track will easily be able to reposition to safety before being brought in dangerously low. But this harassment of the fuel yet continues. Very nice harassment by the American here, forcing the other Commander West player to respond to the fact that the map is just constantly blue.
A capture point is under attack.
Uh-oh, he just drove into really close range on a Vet 1 rifle squad. Oh, but he retreated instead of doing the grenade. I would have done that with rifle grenade every
A
time.
capture point is under
I wouldn't have even
attack.
thought about that. Rifle grenade on that would bring us engine, give it engine damage and bring it extremely low. The M20 would probably have been able to finish it off at that point just using the 50 cal. But I guess he decided it wasn't worth attempting. Try to get away clean. Got another shoe mine here in the center. If the M20 hits that, it could be problematic, especially with a Rakettenwerfer in that house, but I think that he's probably not even going to
MG-34 heavy machine guns
move
are now
that
available.
close.
Heavy fortification now available. Pioneers standing by. Volks Grenadiers are now trained in the deployment of bunkers and anti-personnel S-mines.
Uh-oh, I started a great Briscoe 2 war now.
MG-34 heavy machine guns are now
Check.
available.
Bad news. Everybody knows that it's illegal to like 2 strategy games. Have to choose. Captain falling pretty low. Despite his green cover position, he will probably be forced to retreat quite soon here. Black half-track trying to find an opportunity is kind of maneuvering a little bit awkwardly through this area, but the captain has been forced to retreat, fortunately. What's happening over here? Grenade, okay. Looks like Folks Grenadiers will win this. Yep, Riflemen are forced to retreat, and he will probably be, he'll also be forced to retreat, probably, by this Rifleman squad. We don't have grenade tech from Friya, so he can't try and, like, get some surprise grenades off on the flanks, although his M20 is continuing to do quite nicely here. Friya actually has 275 munitions right now, and yet he's planted not a single M20 mine. Which blows my mind, considering that Black half-track would get one-shotted by it. Holy shit, my alarm clock is going off. Yes. I'm on that. I'm on that sweet ramen noodle diet. That $0 a day budget. That's not true. Yesterday, my girlfriend made me some salmon with rice and a vegetable medley. It was quite good.
Proud infantry! Cavalry has arrived.
I forgot what I was talking about. There's an engagement there or something. Stern Pioneers. Yeah, they're gonna die. There they go. Okay. Black half-track is still alive. M20 is still alive. Pretty amazing. Black half-track is about to hit Vet 1. M20's been at Vet 1. I'm astounded that he hasn't planted an M20 mine. I mean, that's pretty much what you get this thing for, is the M20 mines. I mean, its anti-infantry capability is certainly not bad. The M20 mine is what's really powerful about it.
Steady up. The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
I mean, his opponent hasn't even purchased a minesweeper. He hasn't even pretended to care about mines. He's just driving that thing around like crazy. Not a care in the world.
What the hell am I meant to do with these recruits? Green as green can be. Well, lousy patch of dirt is ours. Krauts are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
Map is still looking pretty blue. The American fuel control has been very good. Acebag, 13 minutes in, only has 60 fuel right now because he did get himself this flag half-track. Once the Shermans start hitting the field, it's going to be a problem. That being said, his opponent did go Lieutenant and Captain. Probably going to be relying on call-in tanks because of an armor. So, he actually doesn't have to worry too much about tanks anytime soon. And the captain himself is doing a pretty good job of screening that flak half-track away from his infantry. And we do have a major on the field, though, so he may not be relying completely. I mean, going all 3 officers is not bad by any means. Having access to the non-call-in tanks is definitely also very useful. So, he's not using it as a forward retreat point, though, interestingly enough. He does have an ambulance, but he's just kind of keeping it there in the base.
Now spread out.
HMG! Get down!
Black half-track getting aggressive here. Will prompt a retreat from that rifle squad. He does take a bit of damage, but nothing too scary. The captain has already retreated, so his flak half-track should be relatively safe here in the center. Meanwhile, I don't know what that major's doing, but it's in a bit of danger there from those Folks Grenadiers, and we'll have to reposition. The lieutenant is moving up to support, trying to put some pressure on this fuel point, but it looks like we're going to see Tier 4 going up as soon as he's got that 80 fuel.
Krauts got us pegged! Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
And we will see a Sherman hitting the field now, and that's going to be a big problem. We don't have much anti-tank on the field here. Just one Raketmorpher and one Panzerschreck. We do have a... Whoa. Wow, the forward retreat point looks kind of cool. That's interesting. I guess their fix here was to, like, put it everywhere or something? I don't know. It's like, kind of like some crazy antenna setup going on. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, supposedly you won't get stuck on retreat anymore. You'll just stop. So let's put that to the test. Let's watch. They should just immediately stop retreating here. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that was just one squad, but cool. There it is, though. Sherman fires on the flag half-track. It's desperately trying to get to safety. Does pop smoke, screens retreat. Sherman is going to content itself with clearing out this MG-34. And there it goes.
We lost a gun crew.
Contact! Enemy infantry! Taking effective fire!
Well, maybe they don't want it to be invisible. Maybe they want it to be like
Anti-tank battery is ready for deployment.
something your opponent can see. I mean, it's a little cluttered. I guess they didn't need to put 4 of them, like just like in antennas everywhere, but
Squad numbers back at full.
whatever. As long as the bug is fixed, that's what I care
Resource
about.
sector has been isolated.
That's all I care about.
Do not forget to clear your flanks.
You have an engagement happening here in the south. Grenade going out. We do have grenade tech then from the American player, but doesn't really connect. Haze this one. M20 falling a little low here. Raketmorpher is moving. There he goes, popping smoke. The flag half-track wants to punish him. M20, however, should be able to clear this corner. Nice setup on that Raketmorpher, though. Will it connect? There it is, out of control. Beautiful play. Beautiful play by that Raketmorpher. However, that flag half-track probably needs to pull away from that captain now. There he goes. Pop smoke himself. Should be able to get to safety. Finally, 18 minutes in, the M20 will go down, and the flag half-track yet survives. And wait, what happened to the Sherman? Did I seriously miss the Sherman dying? Oh my god, I totally missed that.
Incoming fire!
Apparently the Sherman died to this thing, I guess. I don't actually know what happened. But okay, second Sherman is on its way now.
Enemy infantry! Incoming! American infantry! Commander! Get down! Get in the bush! Protect your flank!
I haven't seen it happen yet, game. It used to happen like literally every game. I haven't seen it yet. This is the 3rd game we casted, so at the very least it happens less frequently. I don't know if it's completely gone. It's definitely happening less. Nice pair of grenades from those 2 infantry squads, bringing the Sturms very low. Will they survive this? They do round the corner. They should be able to reinforce. Should be okay. Oversoldaten can hit the field, and we're moving up to supporting these engagements and then to bringing the American infantry quite low here. This squad in particular definitely needs to retreat if he doesn't want to lose it. Surprised those Obers are not focusing that squad down. Look how low that is. There they go, finally. The Oversoldaten, unfortunately, are focusing on this squad in green cover instead of trying to... There, they have switched targets. And they will bring it down. The fresh Sherman has made its way to the center to attempt to assist. Raketmorpher is in range and gets a nice shot off. Panzerschreck also connects, and the Sherman will have to pull back to safety there. HE shells landed quite nicely. Could wipe that squad if it doesn't get out of there. What's it doing? Oh, that was close. I can't believe he hasn't retreated this yet. He does. Oh, whoa! Oh no, the 240mm barrage just got called in. That was a sneaky hit way over there. Oh god, this could be huge if he doesn't get out of this barrage radius. Okay, that landed like over there. I'm pretty sure that like it was centered right here. The radius is huge, so it could just land anywhere. You never know what's gonna happen. Glorious RNG bombs. Alright, he is trying to get clear of the radius, and okay. Maybe it was centered like more in this area, I guess. He should be safe where he's currently standing. Although I wouldn't clump up so much if I were him. Oh my god, what is he doing? Please, where is he going? Did he not see where that shell just landed? Is he seriously standing right here right now? There's one more shell coming, please miss. Oh god. Okay, phew. He was making me nervous with his maneuvers, but apparently he was like, I'll be fine. I'm not scared of these. silly 240mm bombs. Pretty glorious fight for the center here. Both of them pretty much stopped even attempting on the flanks. The squad does go down in the center, those aging shells. Black half-track is still alive, doing a good job screening. And the center victory point will remain in Overcrana West's hands. The south is getting retaken by one squad of Folks Grenadiers. Probably get that Rakettenwerfer back under his control too. Fighting position going up here from these rear echelon troops. Interesting choice. I guess he just wants to protect the cutoff, maybe thinking about throwing up a machine gun upgrade on that. And we've also got a stolen MG-34 protecting this area, although I think the only thing the Oberkommando West really cares about here is protecting his fuel, which he will easily be able to do with that Schwer Panzer headquarters, barring an unexpected medium armor flank. And we're going to see a third Sherman produced now. Until they've kind of repaired and reinforced, things are going to be a little bit quiet here. He did recover his Rakettenwerfer, leaving only 2 men to grab the south, and I'm not actually sure who wins this engagement. Probably depends on Shrek's snipes, and he's not even going to try. Okay. Rear echelon troops with a minesweeper beat a 2-man Vet 3 Panzer Shrek squad, apparently. Not an engagement you see every day. No. I kill him. Yes. Oh no! That was a beautiful shot through the smoke, but it got abandoned. He was probably hoping to destroy it completely, and yeah, he's not gonna let that fly. He does stick around to secure the killing shot. Rakettenwerfer attacking ground through the smoke is not able to connect any further. There's a second Rakettenwerfer here screening now, though. Shermans have to be very careful, but he did just enough damage to finish off that black half-track once and for all. Will no longer be a thorn in his side, but unfortunately his minesweeper just died. The Stern Pioneers there in the south. And Acebag is just slowly waiting out his Panther. It's gonna be quite a while before that arrives. He's just got no map control other than this one fuel point there. There's only 13 fuel coming in. That Panther is going to be quite a long time coming. He could get a Pack 43 here in the center to further protect his battle group headquarters position. But it's a big manpower expenditure. It's going to be a while before he can afford. Well, I guess he can afford that now, but he's got a lot of reinforcement to do. Getting another Overspawn squad perhaps may be a very attractive option. But if he doesn't get a Pack 43 up, I don't know if he's gonna be able to survive these medium armor pushes. Rakettenwerfers can only do so much.
Enemy movement! On the flank! Behind the shield! Stay down! Taking effective fire!
Nice Sherman micro by Friya. Just moving up, blasting his opponent's lines with, about as much as he safely can, pulling back, not letting those tanks go down, and he's definitely engaging very cost effectively with those. Despite losing this one over here, which I wish I knew how that happened, but Other than that, definitely going quite well for Friya here. His map control is very strong. Oh god.
Where's the gun crew?
Ooh, oh, he might get away. I don't know. He's going in pretty hard. Okay, there it goes. Squad does get wiped.
Combat promotion received.
So yes, engaging very cost effectively with those Shermans and an M36 Jackson is being produced.
Infantry attacking in
And that will hit the field now, so that's a bit of a preemptive counter to the Panther, but it looks like Acebag has decided he can't wait for a Panther, and he's going to field the Jagdpanzer instead. He's probably right, to be honest. He really needs that Jagdpanzer. He needs a proper solution to these Shermans, and he can't afford to wait for a Panther. Unfortunately, on this map, uh-oh. What is that Sherman doing? Get it out of there! That was a pretty senseless loss. Sherman will go down. The other Sherman is heavily damaged, but will receive repairs there in the rear. These Rakettenwerfers continue to reinforce the Obersoldaten, and Sturm Pioneers trying to keep these waves of infantry at bay, but that's a lot of stuff to try and fend off here with just 2 squads.
Ready for action.
Unfortunately, it looks like he's focusing down the Rakettenwerfers instead of the Obers. Ooh, Obers received a nasty hit from the Sherman there and will be forced to reposition. Nice grenade from the Rifleman as well. These 2 squads cannot go down, and this forward defensive position will fall. Ooh, but the Sherman just died to the Rakettenwerfers, I think. That's not good. It looks like he is going to hold. Yes, he will. Sherman did not receive full repairs, and as a result, it got taken out by 1 Rakettenwerfer volley, I think. I didn't quite catch it on camera, sadly, but American push there just utterly failed, and he's now left with 0 Shermans against this Jagdpanzer. If the Jagdpanzer is able to take out that Jackson, the American armor situation will look pretty grim. His map control is still very strong, though, and he can just keep cranking them out. But if he doesn't hold onto the map that he currently has, then it's going to be very, very hard for him to continue the pressure. Hey, Love Nest. That good old-fashioned 72-hour stream. Just business as usual for that Love Nest. That guy's hardcore.
Grenadier, ready for action.
M36 is moving up to fire on the Sheriff Panzer headquarters, but terrain is making it difficult to do so unpunished. Fortunately, all shots bouncing there. Jagdpanzer is moving up to counter, and he's got to react very soon, and I think he's too late. I think that's a dead Jackson. I don't think there's anything he can do to save it. In fact, it went down to the Sheriff Panzer headquarters, but wow, he saved that just barely in time.
The enemy is reduced to
Barely in
300
time.
points.
Ooh, what was that?
A gun crew
that a
has
shoe
been
mine?
lost.
I guess that was a shoe mine. Rifle squad takes a lot of damage and will be forced to retreat, but look at all this infantry. There's nothing here to save him. Oh no, 240mm artillery coming in on the battle group headquarters. Will it connect?
Our resource sector has been cut off from our
Someday.
supply chain.
Well, that would have been a good hit, I think. Oh wait, that's major artillery. Oh, that would explain why it took so long to land, wouldn't it? Wow. Truly devastating damage. Jagdpanzer's made its way back to assist. We do have Obersoldaten here to help.
Volksgrenadier are on the line.
Weapon crew back to fighting strength.
Upgrade complete.
Keep it up! Don't give up! Grenadiers under attack!
Jagdpanzer is doing its job quite nicely. In fact, it hasn't even received any damage yet, and it has just done a beautiful job of screening away those enemy tanks. Victory points looking pretty even here. The American player is struggling to apply the pressure that he was applying earlier. He really, the only area in which he really is dominating right now is infantry, which is surprising. Once there's Obersoldaten on the field, it does really struggle to dominate with infantry, but fortunately his opponents only made one squad with them. If Acebag were to throw out one more squad of Obers, I think those riflemen would really start struggling. And I'm not sure there's much you'll be able to do. Major is being used very aggressively. I'm quite surprised that we haven't seen a single... What is this? Really? What do you think is going to happen here? Maybe he's hoping for a lucky one-shot on the Stern Pioneers. It takes like a million years for this artillery to land, though. It was like... embarrassingly bad damage. That has got to be the worst way to spend your munitions in this entire game. Except zeroing artillery. Does anyone know if zeroing artillery was fixed? Did they touch that? I think... I don't know. I don't think so. HE shells do nice damage there. Kettenwerfer also moving up to screen, and that Sherman is really struggling. Really struggling to do anything, and if that Jagdpanzer decides to go in on that, well, no, there's a Jackson now available over here to support, and the captain's also about to, and a stolen Kettenwerfer is about to make its way back to the center, but again, map control. Map control is huge for the U.S. forces right now. The only reason I think that the U.S. forces still has a chance in this game is because Lower Commando West is struggling to get any territory back. They really have clumped up so hard here in the center that they just can't get any, can't get any map presence. Struggling to win engagements against those riflemen on the flanks. Now that they've tech grenades, and the significant lack of Obersoldaten is making it very tough. But second squad of Obers is being produced now. The fact that he made a Jagdpanzer instead of a Panther also means that he has a little bit less anti-infantry utility. Panther definitely performs a lot better in that regard. Should be able to maybe force these squads away if he can dodge these grenades, which, well, didn't dodge that at all, but fortunately it didn't do all that much. The Jagdpanzer will actually take out the fighting position there. Meanwhile, here in the north, Sherman going in on that Panzerschreck squad. Wow! Barely gets away. Oh no, Lieutenant moving up on the retreat path. Will catch it. Will he be able to recover the Schreck? He's trying to move in to get that Panzerschreck. Throwing a grenade on the MG-34. Schreck's just laying there on the ground. Pick it up. Pick it up while you've got the chance. No! Oh, the lieutenant got it. Lieutenant got it just as the Volksgrenadiers were trying to get there. Oh, that is just a shame. He could have gotten it earlier. I feel like he intentionally waited until the last possible second just to troll his opponent. Oh, jeez.
Target secure. Do not forget to clear your flanks.
And at first Jackson is being fielded. Looks like he's just, I guess he just wants to deal with the Jagdpanzer. Or maybe he's just preemptively preparing himself for a King Tiger or something. But if a Pack 43 were to go up, I think that those Jacksons would really struggle. Completely limit their ability to chase. Basically block off huge portions of this map. Finally, the Lower Commando West player is getting some territory back under his control here.
Target secure.
And the victory points will begin ticking against the American once again, who already is at a pretty significant deficit. Now we're actually going to have a booby trap going down here in the center from the Obersoldaten. Pretty underutilized ability. It's always fun to see that. Almost like the Lower Commando West demo charge. Next best thing, I guess. next. I have no idea why that is in the game files. I have absolutely no idea what is going on with that.
Dispatching a mobile HQ
I am just as confused as everybody else about why it says Romeo is dead. Maybe Cruz's theory is that it's like a new achievement or something, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just like some random. I mean, it also says something about like snore, what a bore. So like, I don't know what's going on there.
Americans are making a push. Prepare to execute.
When I first read it, I thought it was fake, and I was like, oh, this must be just like some fake thing. I guess I should still be assuming that. But yeah, I don't know. Jagdpanzer are going in on these tanks up here. Oh no. This is so close. Oh, HE shell just penetrated the frontal armor. Jackson shot missed. Wow, that was close. And Jackson wants to chase, and a stolen Raketenwerfer set up with the Foggle 4. He can't see it. Oh, yes, he can. The Major. Oh, there it is. Major provides vision, and the Raketenwerfer snipes it just as it's trying to clear the arc of fire, and the Jagdpanzer will go down. Nice play by the American player, and a fresh Jagdpanzer is being fielded now, which he's going to have to use pretty much flawlessly, or he really runs the risk of being overwhelmed here. Major just got annihilated as he was just dropping his Major. I find it really strange that he keeps using that when he's got this instead, which is like better in every conceivable way. I guess that was fake. Okay, that was just fake smoke, but still. He's used it a lot, and it's bad. Nobody should use that ability ever. Lieutenant sprinting around with his Panzer Shrek, continuing to maintain dominance here in the north. Yeah, Schwer did end up getting destroyed by those tanks there, and the Volksgrenadiers are going to retake control of the field point. Ooh. Grenade going out on those Volksgrenadiers, and they'll be able to retake the South victory point. If the American player doesn't get some victory point pressure going, this game's just going to last forever. I mean, he's got a huge advantage now that Jagdpanzer's gone down. There is another one here, but he needs to just keep making stuff and just push his opponent off the map here. And it is proving difficult. There are 2 squads of veteran Obersoldaten on the field, which makes his infantry struggle, and his Jagdpanzer will make his tank struggle, but he has amassed so much armor here. In fact, he's just about pop-capped, so he should, if he can just make one good, coordinated, well-executed push, should be able to seal this game. Looks like he's gonna go straight for the main base here, judging by what I'm seeing. Lots of tank movements here towards the north. Whoa. That was weird. Oh, he doesn't want his opponent. I'm actually surprised his opponent hadn't salvaged that yet. But he's like, oh, I guess I can blow that up. Opponent can no longer salvage the tank wreck. And yeah, I think we're going to see a big armored push straight into the Oberkommando West headquarters here. Looks like he wants to shut down any King Tiger possibility here. Meanwhile, here in the center, the Jagdpanzer and various infantry looks like they're going to move to respond. At least the Raketenwerfer and Jagdpanzer are definitely moving to respond here. The Jacksons are firing straight on the headquarters. If the Jagdpanzer shows itself unsupported, it could be in a little bit of danger here. You're going to want to be careful with that Jagd up against 2 Jacksons. Jacksons, however, will simply disengage. And actually missed most of their shots there. Riflemen moving up towards the center here. Wow, those Sturm Pioneers are now Vet 5. You better pay attention to these riflemen. They will definitely go down if he doesn't pay attention. But at the same time, he's got to micro this tank battle, and a Raketenwerfer and Jagd just took out the Sherman. The Jagd has barely even taken damage here. Although, okay, there it goes. Took a nasty burst of damage from that Panzer Shrek and Jackson. Kind of standoffish here. Oh, another Jackson shot connects. One more could do it. Oh, but a lot of damage goes off on those Jacksons as well. One of them is falling dangerously low here. Oh no, he's just called in the 240mm barrage. This could be huge. Where will it land? Oh, nice opening hit. Clears the flak emplacement and the Raketten over there. I think he should probably move that Jagdpanzer a little further back. I think he's underestimating the radius of this artillery a little bit. So far, hasn't quite connected. I just feel this is just asking for trouble though. I feel like this is also asking for trouble. Maybe not. Maybe I'm overestimating the range. It's kind of landing in like a pretty tight cluster over there. Maybe it'll be fine. Yeah, alright. He's fine. I just lost too much stuff to that barrage. To not just like walk all the way to the other edge of the map until it's definitely over. That's my policy against the great RNG bombs. Looks like a fuel cache is going to go down here. We've also got another Sherman making its way towards the center. The fuel cache will go down. Jagdpanzer and various structures receiving repairs from Vet 5 Sturm Pioneers with support package upgrade. Definitely going to be pretty speedy repairs. And Rifleman will take that center victory point. Here in the center, there's a booby. Apparently, tanks don't trigger booby traps. That's pretty cool. I guess that's a good thing. It wouldn't really do much to them.
Enemy flanking us!
Prepare for orders!
Target captured. No enemy contact.
Stand in the capture circle. Oh, there it is. Didn't quite wipe the squad though. Not quite. Almost. They do get the fuel point back under control, but the pressure from the Sherman there will force retreat. Meanwhile, here, this Jagdpanzer's up to Vet 1 now. It's taken out one tank. It's definitely made a lot more of an impact with the second Jagd than his first one, although he's had to be quite careful with it. These Jacksons are a significant threat. It's a significant threat to the Jacksons too. It's very cat and mouse. The Jacksons are generally better because they have a turret, but the Jagdpanzer has a little bit more TPS and like accuracy and stuff, so... Ooh.
Battle promotion!
Comes down to maneuvering. If you try to just get into a slugfest with a Jagdpanzer, you generally will fall behind. But of course, having two Jacksons versus one Jagdpanzer definitely helps. And as far as fuel, Acebag is currently up to 130. If he wants to get another Jagdpanzer, that's certainly an option available to him. But if he wants to save for something a little bigger, well, he's lost his Schwer Panzer headquarters, so his options are really just Jagdpanzer and King Tiger. And those are not bad options. Oh wow, look at that. I guess I take that back. He's going with the Schwer Panzer headquarters here in the center to defend the center point, and another demo chart or booby traps going down there. But the victory points just keep changing hands, and they never manage to triple cap each other, so they just continue to drag out, and this is turning into a seriously nasty slugfest. 44 minutes into the game, still shows no signs of being over anytime soon.
Combat stations!
Receiving effective fire!
Incoming fire! Infantry assaulting! Veterans in!
Oh, A-game, this is just a ladder game. Live automation game. Although I've gotten pretty lucky with my old live games, they tend to be like these brutal, no quick games today. Got pretty good ones. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Smoke grenade going into the point, but there's still a booby trap there. If he walks into that capture circle, it's gonna be bad news.
Taking fire!
Taking infantry!
Oh wow, look at that. Pack 43 went up without me even noticing.
Enemy
Uh-oh.
movement! On the flank!
I wouldn't stand on top of an enemy squad with overs while there's a demo charge on the point personally, but I guess that's just me. Big push by the American armor into the Oberkommando West base. They will clear out a Raketenwerfer, potential other squad wipe here as well. Oh man. They're falling dangerously low here. The Jackson, oh no, the Jackson disengaged, but the Shermans are dealing heavy damage. The Jagdpanzer moved back to push them away. Jagdpanzer is now Vet 2. The last thing you really want on your hands is a highly vet Jagdpanzer. It can take on like unlimited American tanks at that point, so he really needs to be careful how he manages this thing. And the Obersoldaten in here are taking control of the munitions here in the south, and the center is now pretty much an allied tank-free zone. The Pack 43 there, it's going to be impossible for them to continue pushing that area, and the Jagdpanzers make... Wow, look at this tank fleet. It's making it very difficult for the allied tanks to push here into the headquarters. So he has a very solid defensive line set up on his fuel and the center area here, and the American player is now really struggling to get any penetration.
Squad back to full strength.
Structure is up.
Weapon crew back to fighting strength.
Capture complete. Standing by. Enemy Panzer engaging!
Grenadiers back to full strength. Infantry surrender! Parachutes!
Grenade will clear that Raketenwerfer, allowing a huge advance by these tanks, and he will continue to put a lot of pressure on the headquarters here. He really wants to stop that King Tiger, I guess. Headquarters will probably get destroyed by this push. The Jagdpanzer is moving to support yet again. Folks Grenadiers doing pretty okay. Shells haven't quite connected yet, although they're falling very low. Ooh, 240mm artillery just got dropped here, I think, although those squads are getting kind of close to the barrage area. What's he doing? I think he's walking straight into his own artillery here. Maybe not, maybe not. I'm not actually sure exactly where he dropped that, but... Oh god, I think he might have just retreated through it. Oh, okay, wow. I think he is extremely lucky that he didn't lose everything, although he's now retreated through everything of his opponents over here. Where are the Obersoldaten and an MG34 and the Schwer Panzer headquarters? Oh my god, this could be horrible. Will they make it? Okay, rear echelons went down. And the booby trap didn't go off, that's weird. Wow, I can't believe that all survived. It survived his own artillery and the entire enemy army, apparently. But that push definitely could have gone a little better for the American, I think. Pack 43 will easily push away the Sherman there. And even though the squad survived, I was still massive manpower bleed. He's going to have to spend a lot of manpower just to reinforce this stuff. Look at his tank preservation certainly can't be faulted, though. He has kept his tanks alive. The problem is he just doesn't seem to be engaging that cost effectively with them. He hasn't even managed to take out the HQ. Every time he engages in this area, he just really struggles. That single Jagdpanzer is more than enough to keep them at bay. And obviously they can't push this area.
Back completed.
He's just, I don't know. The strategy is just not working. It looks like he realizes that and he's just gonna give up. He's like, alright, this isn't working. I'm gonna go try somewhere else. He can't push the middle, he can't push the base. Maybe the south victory point will yield better results. Or, maybe he could try attacking from two different angles at the same time. And here's a thought. I don't know.
Heavy machine gun team ready for battle.
Looks like he's gonna go straight down to the south. Complete and full retreat there.
The battle is about to commence.
We have lured the enemy to 75 points.
Obersoldaten there in the south.
Heavy machine guns are now available.
Will force a full retreat from those infantry with a grenade. Although the tanks here will force a similar retreat from them. Jagdpanzer shows up just in time here, but the two Jacksons are available to support. First shot bounces from that Jackson, second shot does connect. The Jagdpanzer is strong, but it can't kill 6 tanks by itself. Fortunately, the Jackson shots are all missing here. There we go. Another Jackson shot connects and brings it to well below half, and it'll have to make a complete retreat. The Pak-43 is turning. It gets a shot off, but it misses there. And both Raketenwerfers just got completely destroyed. They were not decrewed, they were destroyed completely. Pak-43 is rotating here to fire. It's only got so much range. It does get some nice shots off there, however. Ooh, what happened? What was that? The Jagdpanzer got way too close to those Jacksons. It re-engaged and got completely destroyed. Oh no, terrible play by that over Commando West player. Nice play by the American, however. Nice positioning on his Jacksons and nice play with his Shermans there, inflicting huge losses, taking out both Raketenwerfers and a Jagdpanzer and losing nothing. Now taking control of the South Victory Point here, he just needs to finish this clock. Only 54 points remain currently for the American. 280 still remain for the Commando West. This is going to be tough for him to run this clock down, but he's gonna try. He's got 4 Shermans. I don't know, maybe he can overwhelm the center. There's only 2 Panzerschrecks. Where's the other one? Oh my man, the other Panzerschreck's all the way up here. So there's 1 Panzerschreck and a Pak-43. I think all 4 Shermans could easily overwhelm this position. If they decrew the Pak-43, the Jacksons can actually destroy it completely very quickly with like 2 volleys max.
The Americans have cut our supply line.
Taking fire!
American infantry making their way up here towards the north to fight for this victory point. Grenade goes out, counter grenade goes out. Nice dodge by, well, both of them, I guess. No full squad's wiped. Stolen MG-34, taking a position in that building, trying to, I think he's probably just going to camp victory points. It looks like he is literally just going to camp this South Victory Point. I would encourage him to push that Pak-43. I know it's scary to push a Pak-43.
Ready for action.
If he had done it before this Jagdpanzer hit the field, I think he probably could have completely wiped his opponent off the map. 4 Shermans is a lot of Shermans, but now that this Jagdpanzer's here, that could be very dangerous. I still think he could do it if he properly did it with the Jackson support. Jacksons, however, are not moving to assist in this engagement. I hope it doesn't go south. He's just kind of probing a little with those 2 Shermans. Ooh. Took a very scary amount of damage there. Oh my god, and he just loses that thing for no reason. And another shot connects. Oh, he's taking massive damage. He didn't fully commit to that push, and now he just paid the price of a full Sherman. Of course, he's now got another one. I mean, it's kind of pop-cap, so he's struggling a little bit here. What is he doing? Oh my god, get clear of that Pak-43 and Jagdpanzer. Get out of there. The worst thing you can do is not fully commit yourself to a push. If you just kind of think, oh, maybe I'll go in, and then just lose a tank for no reason. And just kind of slowly get pushed back while the Jagdpanzer then you're just taking damage, vetting up your opponent, and accomplishing nothing. There we go. Jackson's in a nice position to retaliate. They will force a retreat there from the Jagdpanzer. The Shermans don't, unfortunately, have 18 rounds equipped, so they're not doing all that much to those Volksgrenadiers, although a Jackson gets a lucky snipe there and will force a full retreat. Clock is currently stopped. American player trying to get the South back under control. I just don't feel like he can win a 2 victory point game here. If he doesn't make something happen in the center, this game's going to last forever, and a King Tiger or something is going to arrive eventually. Although not that soon, because this is 3 Jagdpanzers now that Acebag has purchased, which is making things hard. Neither one of these players can seal the deal on this game.
Upgrade complete. Taking fire!
Uh-oh. Oh, nice pickup by those Obersoldaten, wiping out that lieutenant squad. The U.S. Forces player is now running really low on infantry. But I guess that's intentional, just making more and more and more vehicles. This Popcat is completely tied up in vehicles. And the Sherman may not even have to switch to HE rounds. Should probably retreat. It would be a shame to lose a Vet 5 Obersoldaten squad up here. Got 245 points in the bank, no reason to just suicide, but there they go. HE shells could have definitely secured a squad wipe there. Oh well.
Squad numbers back at full.
Grenadiers back to full strength.
Well, this is awkward. U.S. Forces player clearly has no idea what to do about his current situation, but the Oberkommando West player is not really in a position where he can push either. This tank just has no crew inside of it. He's gonna lose that tank. Oh no! Okay, well, so for that, he saved the crew, I guess. Jackson's need to get recruited here. Oh man. Folks Grenadiers making their way into this meat grinder. Plus there's artillery getting called in on top of them. That is a very dangerous capture circle right now. But another Sherman will go down just to Panzerschreck and Jagdpanzer fire there. And actually, it's now very dangerous for the American player to recapture this. Oh god, his own artillery just dealt a lot of damage to that vehicle crew.
Find cover! Flanking attack!
I knew that was going to happen. And the clock remains stopped. And it's almost now an hour-long game. Good God. The American player's map control is just so supreme that he can just keep cranking out tank after tank after tank, but he just can't make anything happen with them. Jackson gets a nice shot on the Yag, but we see the Jackson go down here. Oh no! The artillery killed the Jackson. Oh, but the Sherman actually takes out the Jagdpanzer, and the Pak-43 gets main gun destroyed there on the Sherman. Will it get clear? Panzerschreck shot could finish the job. Not quite. The artillery barrage has ended, and it will get captured by the Oberkommando West player here. If he doesn't get that Sherman to safety, he could lose a third Sherman, and that is just huge losses for him. Two Shermans and a Jackson there lost, but he did take out yet another Jagdpanzer, and that's huge. Will Acebag bite the bullet and go into a fourth Jagdpanzer? Or I don't know, what's he gonna do? If he tries to wait for Panther, pressure may end up being too much. Every time a Jagdpanzer goes down, it opens up this position to a huge assault, and that's the last thing he needs. Nice push by a Sherman and Captain here, applying pressure on the headquarters. He again wants to try and keep King Tiger at bay. The fact that he's held this fuel point the whole game means that his opponent just can't seem to get any real tanks on the field. No King Tiger, no Panther even. So
Gun crew has been lost.
Under attack!
applying pressure on the headquarters may draw some of Acebag's attention there. May force yet another Jagdpanzer purchase. Ooh, nice shot on that Volksgrenadier squad. What is that, a bulldozer? Yes, bulldozer is finally been fielded. That is a 59-minute bulldozer. I don't see that every day. Oh, thanks for following, Juggernuts. Thank you for following. Oh.
Command structure is under attack.
Lots of Oberkommando West infantry getting wiped in his attempt to just hold the victory point. He only needs to get 29 more VPs off the clock here, and he's just literally suiciding this squad. Oh god, he's just standing in there. He's just gonna let them die. That's such a waste of a Vet 5 Obersoldaten squad. He has so much time. There's no reason for him to do this. Oh no. Meanwhile, his headquarters is really taking a lot of damage here. His HQ is definitely going to go down. He fielded an emergency squad of Volksgrenadiers, but they're probably not even going to make it out of the base. Everything just got wiped. Overs are dead. Team weapons are dead. Volksgrenadiers are dead. What is even left at this point? Pack 43 and MG34. Fresh squad of Volksgrenadiers is probably going to go down here. Oh man, I don't know what Acebag was thinking.
Forward elements report an infantry unit lost.
Wow, look at this though. He's now just going to make a desperate push for the north victory point, which has currently nothing defending it. And I'm almost worried that that might end the game. The U.S. Forces player just got so, like, just killed everything, but he may lose if he doesn't just get this victory point under control here. He's got a Sherman. I don't know, I think that could make it to the north point in time. It's got a bit of a ways to go. There's still 19 points remaining. We've got some medics and rear echelon troops being deployed. Emergency medics being deployed to the front lines to get that victory point under control. I don't know if they're going to make it. I mean, Oversoldaten are pretty scary. Dealing huge damage to the rear echelons there. They're going to get down, no problem. Sherman doesn't even have HE shells equipped. He is upgrading it with a machine gun here. Nice usage of the machine gun to suppress that Oversoldaten squad. Branchable grenade will force the retreat there, but that Sherman should be able to get those Oversoldaten out of here. There they go. Fully wiped. With 11 points remaining, he is now capturing the point and should be able to stop the clock at about 9 points. And there it goes. Clock is stopped. American player could win this.
Enemy flanking us!
There's not much left. He's only got a machine gun and a Pack 43. I don't really see what he's going to do here. His headquarters has been destroyed. He can't even make Volksgrenadiers. He can deploy this thing to get some repairs going. He's actually got quite a bit of manpower float right now. If I were Acebag, I would probably be pretty frustrated. And my opponent only has 8 points left. Oh, and the game's over. The game is over. So I think Acebag surrendered. And Friya wins. Wow, that was a brutal game. Hour-long slugfest. I think that the American player won purely due to his opponent's like frustration. He was just like, I'm just gonna throw everything I have at the victory points. I hope it's enough, and if it's not, then I quit. So, GG. Allies win. They win the psychological battle.